War. War never changes.
Vault. Nice. Into the blind. Go left, go right then. After she's on the blind, she's going left. I'm over here.
Did he just vault that? Bro, what the f is this guy doing? What am I watching? Bro, what are you doing?
Maybe it's not that bad.
Whoa, you almost ate my ass! What?
You know, I changed my mind. Kill yourself.
My God, I won't. Oh, get out. What are you swinging at?
You should kill yourself. You should kill yourself.
Yes, okay, FOV. Good FOV. Swing. Yes, thank you.
Oh, we got him! Big swings, baby.
Oh my God, let's go! CJ Tech!
The FOV?
Nice, the FOV tech worked.
What is he swinging at down there?
Big swings.
Why are you like this?
Everything I have ever cared about is gone, ruined, turned to shit, dead.
You three faggots are going on stage.
I'm tired, boss.
You're all trash.
Consume. 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 Consume.
These two add-ons, this Springtrap add-on is crazy value.
Consume.
There's some add-ons. These add-ons use for Springtrap.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
There's nothing we can do.
We're done for.
Oh no. I say when we're done.
Maybe you've seen videos talking about how low effort content within the DBD community is, namely the Scott Juns who chase approval by reciting popular opinions they gathered from social media analytics tools and never try to challenge what their audience thinks in any meaningful way. And if they dare step outside the parameters of what their audience deems acceptable for them to say, they immediately backpedal with a tweet and or 18-minute long apology / self-deprecating video framed mostly as, "Hey guys, sorry to challenge what you think of my last video and everything. I know I'm in the right, but since that's not what you want to hear, I'm totally sorry. I'm just a giant idiot sandwich." Insert fart joke. Come on guys, I said butthole. Laugh. I'm still the same innocuous white guy I always was. I promise I'll pander better and be the obedient yes man you guys demand me to be. Today we're not here to talk about that side of DVD content. Today's discussion focuses on something more disturbing.
You're hurting the people that love you. Stop, please. Please stop. Don't stop. Get it, get it.
Hey guys, I guess that's it.
And also about how mind-fuckingly retarded some of these should-have-been aborted autists are. The DBD community has no shortage of degeneracy, mental illness, and group thinking. Today's topic is going to be about all of it. From time to time, the lure of the YouTube Shorts tab calls to me as if it has some hidden sentience that yearns to overstimulate my dopamine receptors, to the point where I could never hope to feel happiness ever again unless I was prescribed 200 milligrams of Zoloft like a 14-year-old Emily with LLJ juice rolled in her Insta bio. Like the good hyper-consumerist pig I am, my programmed brain can't help but fall for this obvious trap. If you were to open YouTube Shorts expecting thought-provoking content, a hearty laugh, or anything besides slop fed to Coco Melantards whose teenage parents hand their child a tablet during any social setting to ignore them and pretend they don't notice their baby shoving crayons up its nose, you would certainly be disappointed.
Hold that! Give me that carnival cock! Yo! Oh my flipping gosh. He checked the other locker. I'm all the way over here. Baby daddy's checking my booty already. Damn!
This is not funny, it's not original, and it's not entertaining. It just kind of exists. It's like this mongoloid woke up one day and had a vague sense they should be doing something with their useless life, but couldn't be bothered to care past that initial impulse, and just decided to infest everyone's algorithm who was unfortunate enough to come across this garbage. Side note, is every overweight Latino gamer produced in a factory and programmed on Dashi XP's personality model? Let me know in the comments. YouTube Shorts' digital landscape feels less like content and more like an endless feed of noise aimed at people with the cognitive functionality of a toddler.
Damn, what is that, bro? You know her.
Bubba does go where he pleases, I guess. Oh, Bubba goes where he pleases.
Bubba goes, please. Bubba and his 2 hot weed-smoking girlfriends?
We already have enough corn on aisle 5.
Come on, guys.
Killing yourself and posting it would make better content. Surprisingly, the worst part about this isn't even the content, it's how people react to it.
Not gonna lie, this dude's double barks are diabolical. Nah, that's a 4-piece that boss too. They must have amnesia because they forgot Epi was him.
The sheer number of latchkey children dick-sucking a grown man in these comments is enough to put the average youth pastor to shame. Picture this. These people who waste their valueless lives doom-scrolling short-form content and blindly praising whatever content mill can secrete dopamine in their hamster brains are of equal importance to your life under the eyes of the law. The bar for content is so low, I'm convinced you could blindfold these people, lock them in a room with an iPad running the Talking Tom app, tell them to recite fart jokes into the mic, and they'd come out calling it peak humor. Maybe even better than what they're already watching. Quote, comedy, end quote, doesn't get lower than this. But I'm not even surprised it works. Of course it does. These content mills have their audience practically creaming in their seats, waiting for their slop dealer to breathe out a few sounds so they can feel something before their attention spans completely collapse. Remember this Latino tard from earlier?
Black guy! Hold on, give me that pump once more, damn!
I'm not done with him yet. These fake, rehearsed reactions are the only thing holding this whole act together. Take that away and the illusion breaks. Then all that's left is a guy awkwardly screaming to himself alone in his room, hoping you don't notice how empty the quote humor end quote actually is. With how prevalent low effort screamtuber content is, it feels like YouTube's algorithm is forcibly shoving their cocks down our throats as if we're white women who fell asleep around black guys at a party. The reach of Dead by Daylight's idiocracy doesn't end at YouTube Shorts, nor does it even start there. The DBD subreddit and forums are the stomping grounds for pretentious pseudo-intellectuals who will fucking rape you with downvotes if you go against the grain of their micro-community. Don't mindlessly agree that behavior devs equal lazy lol, or jokingly criticize anything well-received about Dead by Daylight without using /J. These Reddit tards and forum tards would be the first to bring up their brainable IQ test results, but are painfully unaware of their autistic tone deafness, how insufferable they come across to normal people, or the fact they're essentially the black sheep of the DBD family who always need to attack game developers to compensate for the void in their personal life caused by lack of quantifiable achievements. Forum users in general seemingly pride themselves on being the quote intelligent end quote side of any given community, but weirdly enough, they often exhibit the most signs of low intelligence, such as poor emotional regulation, herd mentality, social unawareness, and closed-mindedness. I could go on and on for hours about how bad these discussion boards are, but the palpable degeneracy makes me feel as if I'm being neuralized by a member of the Men in Black, but the neuralizer they're using on me is broken, so instead of wiping my memory, it causes my body to produce estrogen and subliminally influences me into becoming gay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
These armchair experts just latch onto whatever interpretation feels righteous or easy. It's not about being correct, it's about sounding superior in as few brain cells as possible. Discussion boards breed group thinking. There's no room for independent opinions. You're not supposed to think for yourself. You're supposed to pick a side, downvote the other, say something loud, and move on. It's convenient social compliance for sheepish people whose attention spans top out before they finish reading the TLDR, and life goals cease the day their mother said they can move back in. If these doormats aren't bandwagoning the common consensus, they're often parroting beliefs their favorite content creators told them to have. Like Spook and Juice cocksuckers who will giga cancel, dox, and harass anything with a mouth just because their droid commander pointed in the direction of a newborn baby and demanded they rape it. Or aughts larvatards who wouldn't know how to wipe their own ass without be grateful himself telling them what perks to use and the current state of DBD DBD's balance. Since these content Jesuses are placed on such a high pedestal by their community, if these gay viewbots were to slightly disagree with anything their god says, it would cause their droid brains to short circuit and would eradicate the foundation of their entire belief system. To solve this issue, the Council of Dependent Thinkers devised an effective strategy: cherry pick, confirmation bias, hypocrisy, and willful ignorance. By carefully combing through the content they consume for information that aligns with their beliefs, they can selectively ignore everything that doesn't reaffirm what they already believed before engaging with the content. These manufactured images of their god are what these slaves idolize, so they can continue to orbit their favorite white guy and conveniently ignore all their flaws or anything they disagree on. The droid effect can manifest in several ways. For example, Spook's content confirms queer social rejects' beliefs that it's okay to mega rape anyone who upsets you as long as they breathe the wrong way. They cherry pick the quote good sides end quote of his content and are willfully ignorant towards his flaws and contradictions. Despite the fact Spook supposedly doesn't want people to be harassed, a lot of his hit piece victims are forced to alt F4 their social media presences, rebrand entirely, or endure the tsunami wave of Spook's cancellation.
Oh, Father's give me strength.
You understand, boy? You're about to take the full force of a star. It'll kill you.
One of the better examples of the droid effect I came across involves a Quiet Kills video. In this video, Quiet Kills talks about his opinions on Springtrap and the community's reaction to it, where he states these key points.
Ultimately, if you feel like this chapter didn't quite deliver in the way you wish it would have, that is your own opinion and you are entitled to it. Am I personally disappointed myself? No, but I don't think it's very productive to just dismiss people's critiques or label them as rage bait simply because we don't agree with somebody else's opinion. And you know what really motivated me to make this video is I feel like a large part of the DBD community has an unhealthy parasocial relationship with behavior. Y'all gotta remember, behavior is a business, not your buddy. And as consumers, we have every right to scrutinize the product we're paying for if we feel it came up short. It's not an attack, it's customer feedback.
To summarize, Quiet Kills enjoys the FNAF chapter, but doesn't believe it's fair to dismiss people's criticism just because you don't agree with them. Quiet Kills has a large following, is well respected within the Dead by Daylight community. This video has over 80,000 views, and it received an overwhelmingly positive like ratio. Pay attention to the amount of likes he received, 5,000. Judging by this number alone, you would assume that people in his comments were in complete agreement with him or echoing what he said in the video. Possibly even a large number of people thanking him for an open-minded perspective. 2K likes. DBD fans hate it because they don't know how to express any other emotion.
But I don't think it's very productive to just dismiss people's critiques.
Meaning, out of the 80,000 people who watched this video and liked it, a large majority of those people also liked this comment that is disagreeing with the entire point of the video. This is a prime example of the droid effect and how these orbiters will selectively ignore whatever doesn't align with their beliefs, pretend it doesn't exist, so they can keep their idol on its spotless pedestal. Apart from the DBD community being low effort and profoundly retarded, there is really not much more degeneracy for me to go over. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Sorry, just let me get this. It'll be a moment.
I'm a fucking homosexual.
I almost forgot. The asylum escapees of Dead by Daylight. In my last examples, you might have been able to think of some redeeming qualities those people had, but this group of outcasts brings whole new meaning to the word degeneracy. From Twitter rotters threatening to sue you because you saw a duck and said duck, to habitual porn addicts and everything in between. There's a plethora of filth to go over. They're all the same, so I'm just going to group them in this section of the video. Explaining to a gay white woman that she's not quirky or different for playing Richard Rose with a FNAF t-shirt is like a judge trying to explain to Jane is a pedophile that he can't go within 1,000 feet of children. All of these people are cut from the same cloth. They live on Twitter, infect everything they touch, push their agenda, and pump HRT into anything that tingles their T-scent. violence. God forbid Sable Ward is fully clothed up for once in a single one of her 10,000 cosmetics. People would have a fucking meltdown. There's no need to worry about that though, because the coomers keep screeching for more porn, and behavior, like the good enablers they are, descends the slop sustenance tube from their corporate gay heaven so the rainbow troglodytes can get their fill of pixel erotica and consume their token gay garbage. Porn, 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 porn. Gay, 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 gay. Oh wait, we're still not done. Gay, 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 gay. What I've always found hilarious is when gay people praise behavior for being inclusive. Behavior rakes in over $250 million a year, largely from one game. The same company locks 60% of DBD's content behind a paywall, excluding cosmetics, with the $90 premium package of the game. And you people believe behavior's feeding you this slop with good intentions? They're not. Behavior is a business, and like many other companies, they discovered pandering to you makes them a lot of money. Not all of them though. This tactic works exceptionally well with gaming because most of the hygiene deniers supplement going outside with microtransactions and meaningless online interactions. Like, oh my god, this fucking gay ass pig let my Orella shit boop her fucking snoot off. Oh my god, fucking haha. No one has a good defense for why they need to stare directly into Sable Ward's asshole while they do generators. And you're just expected to be a loyal consumerist and pull out your credit card when the large company points you in the direction of low effort porn their intern made in Blender. DBD is so porn-washed that barely anyone calls it out because it's such a normalized aspect of gaming in general. The content giants wouldn't dare to call it out either because it risks diversifying their largely porn-addicted communities, or it conflicts with their under-the-table agreements with behavior to shill porn to minors. So naturally, these sellouts must go with the grain and point at the porn and demand their audience to laugh and consume. The meta for making profitable cosmetics is gradually deleting material from each female character's cosmetic that includes shorts or a skirt until their pussy is practically hanging out. It's disgusting, and it doesn't need to be in games. I know the child rapists are going to completely miss the point I'm making and bring up the game's maturity rating in my comments, but that's okay. Let the Trunies try to execute me. I'm prepared. I could go on and on for hours about how Twitter tards taint the Dead by Daylight community, but my fellow school threat River Raper is making a devious ASL video about it, so you'll just have to wait for that to come out. To the people telling me to not use slurs in my videos, I always have and will always say what I want to say. I'm not going to censor myself just because it offends you. I'm not afraid to speak my mind online, in person, or anywhere. I know your feelings are hurt, but I could not care less. I am not your safe space. If you do not like what I say, go back to your echo chamber to rot in your hole where no one challenges what you think. Or go ahead and dox me, cancel me, bring your pitchforks, giga rape me. I welcome you all to attack me, but disproving me is something you could never hope to accomplish because an ant trying to shake a tree only shakes itself.